Hi guys, this is Valentina Palladino for Ars Technica, and today I'm here with the reMarkable e-ink tablet. This is a $599 Kindle that you can write on per se, and I'm going to tell you some of the pros and cons of using this device. So one of the pros of the reMarkable e-ink tablet is its design. It's really interesting and cool. It's extremely light. It weighs less than a pound, and it has a 10.3-inch 226 dpi display. So this, if you're familiar with a Kindle or any other e-reader device, you will know what this display is. It's a monochrome e-ink display, and the overall design of it is very interesting. It has this metal back to it, but otherwise it's just kind of light and airy, and it definitely will not weigh you down if you put it in your backpack and you have to go out for the entire day with it. Another pro to this tablet is not surprising. It's a wonderful e-reader. It is bigger than most Kindle devices and other e-readers that I've seen, but it's not unwieldy, and the display is great for reading. I mean, you really can't get that much better than an e-ink display if you're going to be reading a lot and consuming a lot of text on a digital device. So it has great viewing angles, and it's also a really great experience when you read in direct sunlight or really sunny rooms or outside or anything like that. You're not going to get any kind of disruption with the display. The contrast is really great, so anytime you're reading any type of document or any paper that you might have on this device, you're not going to be obstructed at all. Another great thing about the reMarkable tablet is that it is a pretty good experience when you're writing or drawing on it. It comes with this little stylus right here, and the stylus does not take any batteries, so you don't have to worry about that. But it has overall good palm rejection, so you're not going to get any stray strokes when you're drawing on it or writing notes or anything. It also comes with a lot of paper templates, so if you prefer using a grid template, lined, college ruled, anything like that, there are even weekly planner templates. You could kind of set up a whole notebook on here and organize it the way that you want to thanks to those templates. And artists will also like the fact that there is a layers tool in these like the notes that you can make. So if you do want to kind of separate things that you do by layers like you would in Photoshop or Procreate, any other program like that, you can do that on this tablet. So now onto the not so great things about the reMarkable tablet. One of them comes with the fact that it is a first generation device. It has first generation software, so there are a lot of weird issues that you might experience while using it. One of the big ones that I found is that your highlights aren't maintained when you are highlighting in an EPUB file versus a PDF file. So in an EPUB file, you can change the text settings if you want to make the text larger, if you want the line spacing to be different, all so that you can read a little bit better. However, if you're highlighting any passages and things like that, it will not be maintained if you change the text settings afterwards, which is kind of irritating. Another weird issue with the software is that you can't swipe from side to side to flip pages in any document, which is very weird because when you want to scroll through those paper templates that we mentioned before, you can swipe up and down. However, like you would on a Kindle, you would just swipe from left to right if you want to change pages in a document, but you can't do that on this device. You have to use the bottom two buttons on either side, like at either corner of the bottom of the device, which is very strange. And there are also just some very, typical things that you would find in first generation software. It's kind of slow and clunky. Some of the controls for the pen might disappear if you're in portrait mode or landscape mode. The startup time can take 15 to 20 seconds just to get to the home page. So overall, I think reMarkable needs to take a little bit more time in their second generation software because the first generation one does have a lot of small but annoying issues. Another con to the reMarkable tablet is that it only supports PDF and EPUB files. So that might be enough for you if you're mostly looking at scholarly texts or things for college or school, things that are already saved and available to the public for free. But if you were expecting to get this device and be able to use all of your Kindle books on it, which are MOBI files, you won't be able to do that as it only supports PDF and EPUB files. So you'll have to find free or DRM-free PDF and EPUB files to use on this device. The final con that I have about the reMarkable tablet is the fact that the desktop and mobile app that accompany this device are really limited. At this time, they're mostly just used to get documents from your other digital spaces onto this device. You can't create a document on the desktop app or in the mobile app. You can pretty much just import things to that app and then get them on this device to actually read or work with. And like we said before, it only supports PDF and EPUB files. So if you were to have a screenshot from your phone that you wanted to mark up or take notes on, have in your notebook that you have on the reMarkable tablet, you can't do that unless it's a PDF or an EPUB file. So no image files, no anything like that. You can't use the mobile app to get that on to this device. So other than the fact that you can't, do anything other than move files around, there's no other reason to have those apps on any of your devices. So it's pretty limited, at least currently. So why would reMarkable choose e-ink for a device like this? For two real reasons. The first is that it's arguably the best display to read things on. That's why you see it in Kindles and other e-readers, because of the contrast, because of the good battery life, and because you can just kind of get a better reading experience than you could on an LCD display that you would see on any other type of tablet. It's easier on the eyes as well than that bright LCD or OLED display that you might get on another device. And the other reason reMarkable chose e-ink is because they're claiming it provides a more paper-like experience than those higher quality displays. So writing on an e-ink display, at least in my experience so far, it definitely feels more like paper than using something like an Apple Pencil on an iPad. It's, you're writing on essentially glass in that case, whereas this, with the e-ink, you get that sound almost like a pencil when you're writing on it, and the feedback is a little bit better with e-ink, and the contrast, like I said before, with reading, you can get really good contrast when you're sketching, when you're taking notes, different things like that. So what reMarkable is trying to do with this tablet is make it a kind of all-in-one document experience that you can read, write, and draw on one device. So those are the major pros and cons about the reMarkable e-ink tablet. Definitely go check out the full review on arstechnica.com.